Good day and very warm welcome to this meditation experience. Really lovely that you can join. I think every meditation that we're doing is really looking at how can I have a stress-free life? How can I be happy and peaceful and content and just feel comfortable as I go through the day? And the suggestion is that it's actually what's going on inside of me that will determine the quality of life rather than the things going on around me. And that shift is really essential in order to proceed with focusing on the self. I really have to be behind that assumption wholeheartedly. So today, this idea of our own mind and the role our mind can play in how we're experiencing life and even creating quality of life. And I think this isn't an unusual idea. You know, many people have talked about the power of the mind, this idea that what you think is going to create what's happening. But we use it very selectively. So it seems that our mind is only powerful on selected occasions. When we really want something to happen, we pay a lot of attention to what we're thinking about. I want this outcome. I keep focusing on this outcome because the mind is powerful. This is a very common belief. The thing is, the mind is powerful all the time. What we're thinking always has an impact, not just on selected occasions when we have a particular desire. So, how can I ensure that I'm always creating, if you will, benevolent outcomes, win-win outcomes for everyone involved? And that's where we come down to a very, very sweet, divine mind, a mind that I constantly am training, if you will, nurturing into producing such beautiful thoughts. I remember once BK student described it as the perfume of the mind, that the mind or the color bursts from the mind, that the mind is constantly outputting this perfume or color burst and creating a beautiful masterpiece. So the mind is such a wonderful capacity of the self, and how to bring it to its full capacity to create such beauty in our own lives, in our own hearts, but also for those around us. So this divine mind, we say a beautiful mind, but a very divine mind, one that operates in alignment with virtues or values or specialities, very beautiful mind. So let's explore that capacity within the self. How can I activate my own mind to create that kind of perfume that creates a fragrance of beauty? Sitting comfortably. And again, eyes can be open if you want to experiment. It's far more practical. And because I'm sitting here with a purpose to focus and care for my own mind, it's easier with that sense of purpose to focus my attention, to put all other issues aside just for the moment and focus blissfully on just one thing, the state of my own mind, understanding the power of my own mind. And that focus very naturally pulls me inwards. Even though the eyes and ears are open, less and less affected by the physical stimuli around me, more and more intrigued by what's going on inside me, the power of my own mind, the state of my inner world. I come inside to that vast realm within that can't be measured or even detected by science, the realm of my inner world. It's an incredible space filled with thoughts and feelings and perspectives and attitudes, beliefs, memories, dreams, hopes. Very powerful space that shapes how I experience everything, this inner world. And as I move through it, just as an observer, I am aware of the vastness of it and how much is in it. It is packed with constant activity. And a key player in my inner world is my mind. Every thought I create has an associated feeling. That's how powerful my mind is. If I want to have beautiful feelings, I will have to think my way there. And if I find myself feeling stressed or anxious, again, it is through the power of my own mind, how I think about what is going on. There is a way, without any trace of violence or denial or deception, that I can move my mind into beautiful, divine thinking. It is actually the innate state of each of us as spiritual beings to be divine thinkers. The more I focus on truth, the more my mind naturally begins to generate divine thoughts. The truth is that which is eternal. Very simple. Starting with myself, I focus on the truth about myself. What is eternal about myself? It's not the physical body, that's temporary. It's not the relationships, those come and go as well. It's not the possessions or the roles I play or the responsibilities I have. All of those are temporary. My eternal identity is not physical or external at all, but it's very beautiful, wondrous. It's like discovering I am a completely different species. I am a soul. It's not that I have a soul, I am a soul, this exquisite being made up of very delicate, subtle energy, spiritual, living energy, a wondrous entity, I, the soul. I am light, very, very gentle, non-violent, and very peaceful. Because I am not anything temporal, I am eternal. As I travel through the temporal, my natural nature is actually to let go, be light, allow, flow. Very calm being. Everything I need is actually within me. It can't be found outside, although I try very hard to do so. Love, kindness, compassion, they're all packed inside of me, the soul. Everything I need is within me, and that thought frees me. Most divine and beautiful feeling of being free. Very pure thought. It's called the breath of the mind, this divine feeling of being light, free. I can feel my mind breathe a sigh of relief as it no longer has to clutch and grasp. I can let go. Everything I need is within me. This eternal feeling of being a soul, a being of lightness, of freedom, complete unto myself. This nourishes and supports my mind in having completely different thoughts. Not thoughts about needing and taking and begging and manipulating, but thoughts about giving and sharing, appreciating, cooperating, respecting, celebrating. Very divine, beautiful thoughts. Even towards the self, having all those kinds of thoughts, first and foremost, towards the self, I, the soul, to celebrate the self. Creates such a beautiful feeling inside and makes me so independent. And then it's so easy to have those thoughts for others. Regardless what's going on the surface, I just focus on what is eternal. The soul, an exquisite, delicate, beautiful being of light, just like me, always staying with what is eternal, liberates my mind to create beauty and divinity through thoughts into feeling. Today, let me experiment, focusing on what is eternal within the self and how that affects the activity of my mind, and then how easy it becomes to have those thoughts for others unconditionally. Today, let me exercise the beauty of my own mind. A divine mind is a beautiful mind, and when my mind is operating in such a beautiful way, the heart is happy. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for joining, and certain the world will be a more beautiful place with your practice through the mind. Until next time.